It's just after 7. It's Bolton FM, so it's the Unsigned show. As always, if you want to get in touch with us tonight, you can do. You can text us on 60300. Start your message with the word Bolton. Email us studio@boltonfm.com. And our band tonight is Loor A Los Heroes. Do you want to say hi, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
So who are we then in the band?
I'm Flynn and I sing.
I'm Chris and I play the drums.
I'm Matthew and I play the guitar.
I'm Joe and I play the bass guitar.
Have you got any gigs this weekend, guys?
We have indeed. Funnily enough, this Friday we're playing at Band on the Wall in Manchester.
Cool.
Headlining at that. Should be very good.
Yep. Who's your support act? Is anyone interested?
The Velocets, I believe,
Yeah,
are
the
supporting.
Velocets or something.
Velocets.
The assist.
The Jacks. The Jacks and the assist as well.
Cool. So you all know where to be on your Saturday night. Right, I'm going to play another song now. Friday night. So let's start it at the beginning. So how did you all meet each other and form the band?
Chris can have this one.
Well, basically, it was the start of, it was around springtime in 2011, and we were playing at a local sports club, and Flynn was playing with a different band.
Who we won't name.
Yeah, and I was playing with an unnamed other band.
Yeah.
Like both of them bands kind of like disbanded, but we got speaking, and then we decided to have a jam with like my cousin and one of his friends.
What actually happened was Chris fancied me. Yeah, and then he messaged me on Facebook.
No, yeah, and then just kind of like went from there. Like we were a bit slow at the start, but then as soon as like we hit the ground running, and then started playing more and more gigs and recording.
Cool. What sort of influences do you have as a band on the music that you make?
All sorts, really. I mean, it's not like we...
There's loads in it. It's
Variety.
a lot of Northern Soul influence, especially with the bass and the drums. But we like Orange Juice and the Smiths and loads of 80s kind of guitar pop bands.
Yeah. So are these bands that you're fans of yourself then?
Yeah.
Kind of like we're in my sense, I grew up listening to it like in the car, and then kind of like I adopted my dad's record collection and then went away and listened to that. I think everyone does that at this age. So when you want to make music, like you get your dad's old or your mum's old vinyl or your granddad's old vinyl
or the cool uncle that everyone seems to have that get them into music.
I don't really have a cool uncle.
Are you fans of any other bands on the local scene?
Well, there's a band round where we're from, around Warrington, called Sly Diggs, who they've just gone on to support the Who,
cool.
Which is quite good for them, really. We've played with them a few times.
By the Sea, I like. They're not particularly new, but they're from
Liverpool.
from Wirral, so it's not too far away. But yeah, they're very good.
There's mates of ours called Vacant Sun, who
the name rings a bell on that. Have we
where they
had
from?
stuff off them?
Scam.
No.
From Scam.
Yeah,
Scam.
Cool.
good lads.
Right, so we're bringing things up to date now. So we're talking about the sort of here and now of the band. So it's like, what up to date? What has been your biggest musical achievement?
Probably this.
Yeah.
The first vinyl pressing of our single.
Yeah, if you go on to boltonfm.com/live, you can see their vinyl.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Go on, get it out. Show them the vinyl.
Show them the colour of it. Nice salmon coloured, would you say?
Yeah, it's like
that's quite nice.
pink and white marbles.
So, yeah. Gig-wise, what has been your best gig? But on the flip side of that, what has been your worst gig as well?
Oh, I can tell you all about the worst gig.
Oh,
Too many to mention.
Rather recently.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, go for the best gig first.
best gig.
Played a festival in Berlin.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good experience.
But that was mainly because we got a fridge full of 453 beers and 6 bottles of red wine. But no, it was brilliant.
You had red wine in the fridge?
No.
Oh, let's say that. That would have been shocking. We wouldn't have been for that. That's not what you do.
Sorry, and your worst gig? Try not to offend too many people in this, but...
It was at a pub.
It was a pub literally about 10 yards away from my house.
Yeah.
So it
Jigsaw
was easy.
information that people know now.
No, unnamed pub.
It's just there's a few that are 10 yards away from your house if people know where you live. But yeah, jigsaw information is the way to put it. But
Basically, everything broke. We're pretty drunk.
We had to lend the DJ's, what was it, a mixer?
Yeah.
And he came and took it off before
We'd actually finished. Like halfway through a song, he just decided to take it off and said he needed it.
Joe says something, and then he nearly gets knocked out on stage by this big Scouse fella.
We better not go into too much detail, but
Sorry,
it was a shocker.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can see where it's going.
Yeah.
Right. How can people get in touch with you and find your music? How can they buy one of these lovely vinyls?
We have the EP for sale in Head in Warrington, which is an independent record store, entertainment store.
It's not actually released yet though.
Well, it'll be.
It will be.
It'll be online It'll be online on bandcamp.com/LALH very soon.
That's the MP3, is it?
No, you can buy the vinyl or the MP3.
That's fantastic. That
No.
Brilliant.
But I don't think we get the money for that, so don't do that.
No, we do. I set that one up. Yeah.
Oh, do that then.
Are you on all the usual social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
We need more Twitter followers actually.
Twitter is at Loor A Los Heroes 1. Facebook, you just type in Loor A Los Heroes and then you'll find us. I don't think there've been many other things.
No, it is quite a unique name. Well, speaking of that, why the name? Let's do this.
A couple of years back, well, nearly 4 years ago now. Me and my friend were in the Imperial War Museum in Manchester, and it was around with the Spanish Civil War stuff, and it was all these posters, and it was just this poster like I think like from memory now, I've not seen the actual poster for ages. It was men as planes, and underneath it or on top of it, it said Loor A Los Heroes, and I was like, I'm going to take a picture of that and I'm going to remember that.
Cool.
I just saw it straight away and I was just like, I want that.
A Spanish fella was telling me and Joe all about the Civil War, but I can't remember a single word.
Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to play another song, and when we come back, we're playing another one of yours.
One thing that they like that they're so ashamed of that they refuse to admit it to anybody. I love. Well.
Guilty pleasures.
Yes, as the cheesy jingle says, it is guilty pleasures time. So I'll explain it. As always, I need one song, one film from each of you that you consider to be a personal guilty pleasure. Then at the end, as a band, you're going to agree on another song, and I'm going to play that one out.
Right.
So who's going first?
I think Joe should go first.
Yeah, go on, Joe.
Films.
Yeah, do your film first.
Probably have to say Devil Wears Prada. I'm not really guilty about it.
Everyone defends the films more than they defend the songs.
They do, don't they?
Song Voodoo Ray by a guy called Gerald.
Again, I don't think. No, that's not.
I know I'm not guilty.
Just a different song that you're into.
It's just the first song that you wouldn't admit or film you'd admit to say, like, shall we watch a film? You're not going to say Devil Wears Prada. You're not going to say it first. That's all it is, really.
Right, who's next?
I'll go next, for a film, it's got to be Love Actually, because it's great, innit? Everything's brilliant about that. Song, it'd have to be Oh What a Night by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, because that is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Who's next?
I'd probably say my guilty pleasure film, even though it's actually a great film, it's not really a guilty pleasure. The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Any film in that series is a guilty. Well, you should just be locked away for liking it.
Me and my old friend went watching Eclipse in the cinema, and it was a great night.
That doesn't really excuse things.
We went with his mum and her friend, so it was kind of like.
Cool.
The worst double date of history.
Favourite song. Well, actually, it's actually one of my favourite songs, but it's a guilty pleasure. Well, you could say it was a guilty pleasure. Club Tropicana by Wham, which was quite fitting that you had the old George Michael on there.
Yeah. And finally,
What are we doing first? Film?
film. Well, either.
It's a film called The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and Jude Law in it and Kate Winslet.
And Jack Black.
I'm Jack Black, yeah.
Look at Kieran there.
No, I'm not the only one.
Kieran just researches it.
Song September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Cool. Yeah. Right, as a band, you've selected another track, which is
Shake It Off. Yeah,
by Taylor Swift.
Easy choice.
Let me cue it up.
She's
Swift.
absolutely fantastic. In the words of Gary Ball.
Right. Here we go. This is Loor A Los Heroes, Guilty Pleasure. We are into the second hour of the show here on Bolton FM. It is the Unsigned show. The band tonight is Loor A Los Heroes. If you want to get in touch with them or get in touch with us, send a joke, I don't know, send some abuse. You can text us on 60300. Start your message with the word Bolton. You can email us, studio@boltonfm.com, or get in touch with us through Facebook or Twitter. It is bucket list time. As always, I need 2 things each of you want to do in your life before you kick that final bucket. Who was going first?
Joe. Playing Glastonbury's probably up there.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
What, main stage we're talking, or just one of the outer small
John
stages?
Peel would be good enough, wouldn't it? But
Yeah.
no, main stage would be headlining, yeah. Don't know. Haven't really got another one.
It's just all music, yeah? Cool. Right.
I'd quite like to play Glastonbury as well, but as well as that, I'd quite like to go to Paris at some point because I think it's quite a cool place. I'd like to spend a few months in Paris and just wear sunglasses all the time.
Shakespeare and Company bookstore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to reenact Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah.
That would be quite a mental weekend or week or... Yeah. Next.
I'd quite like to spend a lot of time in Australia, in Sydney, to go and watch the South Sydney rugby league team. Quite a big fan of theirs.
So you're from Warrington sort of area, right? Did you say?
Yeah, but I'm a Wiganer, but
right.
I've adopted South Sydney. They're for many years, I think I must 2009. Me and my mate were playing on this rugby league game on my Xbox.
Yeah.
They had this just amazing, just this green and yellow kit, and they've had it. It's just been the traditional colours, and it's amazing. And that's why I started
Fair
and then
enough.
I started following them, and they've got a really good history and all that. But other than that, I'd like to go to Disney World with my family. Oh. That'll be Bants.
Oh, cool.
That's nice, isn't it?
And finally,
I would like to write a cult sitcom.
what,
And
like Black Books in space and that
off
sort
now,
of yeah.
like Black Books.
Is it Black Books in Spaced or
No.
Black Books and Spaced?
And spaced.
Yeah, they're both cult comedies. Combining them and putting them in space would be very,
That
very
would
cool.
be awesome.
Simon
Well,
Pegg
they
would
could-
be all over that.
They could just live round the corner from the bookshop and sort of go in from time to time. Yeah.
Intertextuality, that's called.
Yeah.
Two shows
It'd be
exist.
set in
in the same
Par
thing.
as well.
It'd be set where?
Par.
Yeah, it's the
and
nicest town in the northwest.
someone's house got burnt down the other day. Yeah.
Northwest
Par.
best Par.
And the second one would be to have a prison apartment with a room solely for hats.
Fine, fair enough.
If you follow
Also, I'd quite like to have a fight with Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's great.
What we're doing now, it's time for the future of the band. So, what does the future hold?
Madrid Pop Fest. When is it? March, is it?
March, I believe. Or May. Is it
March.
Yeah, I'm going in a big camper van. But Chris isn't because he's scared of boats.
I get incredibly seasick. So.
Yeah. Don't fly over then.
They'd prefer to
Yeah,
go in
yeah.
a tin can
I'd
in the
rather
sky.
go on a plane for
Yeah.
3 hours and play on Zelda.
Yeah,
so.
but if you crash in a plane, you're going to drown anyway.
Yeah, but
So
it
there's not
doesn't
much
matter then.
difference.
I'll already be dead.
Anyway.
Anyway, on a more cheerful note.
That's what the future holds, apparently.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Madrid and eat loads of paella.
Join in the Buddy Holly Club.
Drink loads of cider and just pretend that I'm not even there.
Right, so
just in the summer.
Do they do cider in Spain?
No.
Well, I suppose, they do sell a Cidra over in France, I suppose it would.
You have to stock up in France.
Yeah. Anyway, right, so we got that. You've got your EP released.
Hopefully be recording some more.
Yeah.
Getting some stuff out.
Which I'm sure you'll send across to me once it's done.
Oh, yeah,
to get
definitely.
played out.
Aye.
And then, so where can we get these vinyls from?
I don't know if there's any of them.
Well, if you come to the gig at Band on the Wall this Friday, that's the official launch of the EP, so you can buy one there.
3 days early.
Yep, there you go. But then it'll be online on bandcamp.com/LALH.
LALH. Yep. You are listening to the Unsigned Show here on Bolton FM. It is time for the bit of the show that all bands dread. It is the quickfire question round. So, are we all ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Right. As always, you get 2 minutes of general knowledge questions. There is a specialist category towards the end if you can reach it, and that is Rogues Gallery this week. If you don't know an answer, say pass, and I'll move on to the next question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do this.
The quick fire round.
What do moles eat? That's earthworms. Which of the following sports does not involve balls? Badminton, bowls, or rugby?
Badminton.
Correct. To whom does Pikachu belong in Pokemon?
Ash Ketchum.
Correct. Who is the only footballer to have been voted BBC Personality of the Year since 2000?
Ryan Giggs.
No.
Paul Gascoigne.
No, that's David Beckham. Which battle took place at Senlac Hill? That was Hastings. In what kind of building do devout Jews worship?
Mosque. No, it's not.
Synagogue,
Wrong.
innit?
That's synagogue.
He said it.
Did he?
He said synagogue, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Only female ducks quack, true or false?
False.
It's true. Should have gone with him. Right. What is the Pope's home called?
Vatican.
Correct. What is a pig's gruntle? No, pass. That was his snout. Did you?
I did it.
Go watch it back.
I actually.
In which Italian city is a bridge of size?
Venice.
Correct. Xeres was ruler of which ancient country?
King's Landing.
That's Persia. The death of which US rock and roll star is commemorated in song The American Pie?
Buddy Holly.
Correct. What type of animal is a falabella?
Bird.
Well, that's a horse. What was the name of King Arthur's wizard?
Henry.
That was Merlin. And we're into the specialist round. Which criminal had a horse called Black Bess?
Dick Turpin.
Correct. And we're out of time.
Oh.
Well, I think you've done quite well.
Getting one in the special gallery there.
Yeah.
Just from, Dick Tapping. Well done.
1, 2.
Didn't he set
3,
like some
4,
sort of
5.
mental record?
Some sort of speed record by getting from one end of countries to the other.
On a horse.
Yeah.
9.
That's not so bad. It's not too bad.
So you're up there. I'm sure that'll be a good score for the weeks to come. Well, this is pretty much it for the Unsigned Show for this week. Have you enjoyed your time?
It's been wonderful.
So.
Cool. We will be back next week with a new band. I can't remember who it is from mind, and it always jinxes it if I announce it, so I won't. Andy Openshaw is up next with his usual brand of chaos. Owen, you've got your show, haven't you?
I'm still here Sunday nights 9 till 12. Playing a few from here now, hopefully, and just a bit of indie, rock, rap, whatever really takes my fancy.
Cool. It's a good show when you can play your own music, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. It's nice. It is nice.
Okay, we'll see you next week. See you later.